Good morning to family and friends of today's graduates. Welcome to Texas A&M University Commerce and commencement exercises for the College of Science and Engineering and the School of Agriculture. Now, will you please rise for the academic procession?
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is John Humphreys, and I'm Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Texas A&M University Commerce. It is my pleasure on behalf of our students, faculty, staff, alumni, and the Texas A&M University system to welcome each of you to this commencement ceremony. I extend an especially warm welcome to the families and friends of our graduates attending this important event, as well as those from around the world watching via webcast. Please remain standing and join Mr. Clay Hensley, a student majoring in music, as he leads us in the singing of the national anthem.
Gleaming,
Thank you. You may be seated. The ceremonial mace you see on the platform is a gift from the faculty presented to the university on the occasion of its centennial in 1989. It is used in academic processions to represent the high esteem we attach to our founding values expressed by Professor Mayo more than a century ago: ceaseless industry, fearless investigation, unfettered thought, and unselfish service to others. I would like to thank Dr. Chad King, President of the Faculty Senate, for bearing the mace. Dr. King. Thank you. The earning of a college degree is a significant achievement in the life of an individual. We are pleased today to confer undergraduate degrees upon 161 students in this ceremony and 1,459 in 4 ceremonies this weekend. Thank you. This commencement ceremony is also an important event in the life of the university. Of special importance to the vitality of any great university are its alumni, especially those individuals who celebrate the pursuit of excellence through their lifelong loyalty to their alma mater. Mr. Gerald Dietz, President of the Board of Directors for Texas A&M University Commerce Alumni Association, is such an individual. Mr. Dietz, I invite you to bring greetings to these newest alumni of A&M Commerce on behalf of their Alumni Association.
Still morning. Good morning. I'm happy to welcome you to the Fellowship of Alumni of those who have graduated from this university over more than 125 years. Are you excited about the graduation? Are you? I know your parents are. We heard them when they were coming in. They're excited. Are you excited about your football team, huh? Go Lions. What a great day for you and your university. I've got an ask for you today. I want you to help drive the success of this university going forward. I want you to join the Alumni Association. You can do it real easy. You've got this packet, or this form in your packet. Please fill it out and turn it in. What it does is transfer your $10 deposit to the Alumni Association, and that will be your dues for the first year. That's a good deal, okay? It's a good deal for you. It's a good deal for the school because we'll take all those $10, and if everybody that graduates this weekend joins, we'll have $15,000 for scholarships additional for next year. So please do the form for me. I want to wish you great success as you move in the next stage of your life. If there's anything the Alumni Association can do for you, please give us a call. And oh, by the way, this is where we are on the web, okay? Thank you very much.
We thank Mr. Dietz and all the alumni who have given so much to this university. I will now call on President Ray Keck for the introduction of our commencement speaker.
It is my great pleasure to introduce our speaker for this ceremony, Mrs. Jency Holbert. Jency Holbert is a first-generation college graduate and a 3-time Texas A&M University Commerce graduate. She currently serves as the Vice President of the Texas A&M University Commerce Alumni Board and is second Vice President of the Beta Lambda chapter of Delta Kappa Gamma Society International. She began her career at the Pleasant Grove Salvation Army as a volunteer teaching children's dance, gymnastics, cheerleading, and drill team. After completing her bachelor's degree, she was instrumental in establishing and teaching a quality physical education program at Sunnydale ISD. Combining her passion and her love of animals, she served as a docent in the education program of the Dallas Zoo for several years before continuing her career as an educator at Texas A&M University Commerce. Mrs. Holbert served as Director of Educator Certification and Academic Services at A&M Commerce prior to retiring after more than 25 years of service. While serving as an educator, Mrs. Holbert was honored with several teaching recognitions, including Who's Who Among America's Teachers, the NISOD Excellence in Teaching Award, and an appointment to the Academy of Educator Excellence. She has also served in various leadership roles at the local and state levels of the Texas Association of Health, Physical Education, Recreation, and Dance, and the Delta Kappa Gamma Society International. Please join me in welcoming our alumna, Mrs. Jency Holbert.
Thank you, Dr. Keck. It is certainly an exciting day to be a Lion. And as a Lion, we have certainly traveled the road from grit to greatness. When Dr. Keck asked if I would share some highlights of our university's modest beginnings, I felt both thrilled and terrified. I sought and received words of great wisdom that encouraged my thrill and calmed my terror, well, somewhat. However, the words I took to heart were received from the wife of my friend, Gerald Dietz, president of the Alumni Board of Directors, whom you heard speak a few moments ago. Ida, who has in her career spoken many times before very large crowds, looked at me, tilted her head, and smiled, said, "Jency, you know no one's going to even be listening to what you have to say. And they're certainly not going to remember it. The graduates are just waiting to receive their diplomas, and they want you to finish as quickly as possible. And the guests, well, they're just waiting to see their graduate cross the stage and receive their diploma. So I figured the only way you'll remember me or this speech at all is if I really mess up big time. So while I'm truly honored to share this moment with you, I also hope not to be too memorable as we celebrate you and your academic accomplishments. Over the years, I've served as a pageant judge. I always looked forward to the individual interviews where I would ask one question. If you could spend the day with anyone, alive or deceased, who would that person be? Well, I thought today how remarkable it would be if President Mayo, founder and first president of our university, could attend commencement and tour the campus he founded in Commerce September 3rd, 1894. Many of us are unaware of the legacy we inherited when William L. Mayo, a man of 28 with a very big dream, founded East Texas Normal College in 1889, first located in Cooper. Now, I remember what I was doing when I was 28, and it wasn't founding a college. While we've experienced 5 name changes, we've never faltered from President Mayo's creed of ceaseless industry, fearless investigation, unfettered thought, and unselfish service to others. You may be surprised to know there were many normal colleges being established in the early 1900s, including a normal college in Bonham, Campbell, Greenville, and Sulphur Springs, just to name a few. And by the way, normal college, that's another term for teacher's college. President Mayo's creed became the unwavering goal for East Texas Normal College and has been instrumental in the long history of our university's success. So let us begin our tour here in this very large facility resembling an airplane hangar known as the Field House. Construction of the Field House and stadium actually began as an idea of the Ex-Students Association in the fall of 1945 to honor 78 alumni who fought and died in World War II. I have a feeling President Mayo would feel overwhelmed as he joined our ceremony, honoring a total of 1,459 graduates this weekend. In addition to classrooms, offices, the Thrower Center for Student Athletic Success, the athletic training room, the physiology lab, and much more, the Field House is home to our many very successful athletic teams. President Mayo's extracurricular activities at East Texas Normal College consisted of a few literary societies and intramural sports in basketball and baseball. President Mayo was rather hostile to football, objecting largely on the grounds that the sport was much too violent and dangerous. When his son Marion requested his father's support to begin a football program, President Mayo made a real threat. He stated he would kick the first football that is brought onto this campus off and the man who brings it. Little did he know it would be his own son, but he didn't kick him off. Marion quietly organized a motley crew of players from the college and from Commerce High School. The team practiced off campus and played 3 games their first season in 1915. The highlight was a tied score with Southern Methodist University. Of course, SMU was also in their first season and had lost to Rice University 147 points to 0 a few weeks before. But the next year brought more wins and great excitement for the campus, and President Mayo finally became an ardent fan of Lion football. With its humble beginnings, Lion football has grown into a championship program with a 1972 NAIA National Championship, 3 back-to-back Lone Star Conference championships, and will play West Florida this evening for the NCAA Division II Football Championship in Kansas City. So how about that football team? I think President Mayo would once again throw his hat in the air at the success of all our 14 intercollegiate sports teams, by the way, with an accumulative GPA of 3.119, and the 150 student clubs and organizations we have today. I imagine President Mayo would be in awe at the many massive parking lots built to accommodate the cars of the faculty and staff and students, considering 4 faculty members and 35 students began at East Texas Normal College in 1894. Most students had an 8th grade education and arrived by train or by horse-drawn buggy. Student growth certainly continued, with 212 students being enrolled in 1897, and now we have 12,651 enrolled as of the fall this semester. Professor Mayo would be astonished at the numerous colleges and departments offering 144 areas of study. There were only 9 subjects offered in the rented store where Professor Mayo and the 3 other faculty members began teaching after moving the campus from Cooper to Commerce and awaiting the first building to be built. Now, anyone who chooses a career in teaching would feel overwhelmed if assigned to prepare and teach multiple subjects. But in Mayo's college, it was the expected. Professor Mayo taught Latin, Greek, German, civics, history, and pedagogy. Faculty, how is that for a course load? Professor Mayo might laugh or possibly faint when comparing the tuition students pay today to the $4 tuition and $8.10 room and board students paid per month at East Texas Normal College. Even though the tuition and room and board costs seem minuscule to us today, students still struggled to attend college. Professor Mayo had a credit system allowing students to attend free with a promise to pay it back when they got out and made some money. I wonder what Professor Mayo would think about the many years it takes to pay off those student loans. What a difference. Now, how many of you remember move-in day? Your first experience with campus housing? What was that, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 years ago? Sorry, parents, but some still do graduate in 4 years. But many faculty, staff, and administrators were there to greet you and help you carry in your belongings to your dorm room. Now, Professor Mayo may have had the original idea of move-in day, After a long and strenuous day attending to college duties, Professor Mayo would take his lantern, hang it on the wall, and begin to hang shiplap and canvas to get the dorm room ready for the new students that would be moving in the very next day. Dr. Keck, how does that sound for a president's responsibility? And speaking of dorm rooms, many of you may have thought your dorm room was a little primitive, lacking luster and style. Had you lived in the first dormitory built where the Chi Omega House is now, you would be grateful to learn you would have running water and indoor plumbing. However, the building had no electricity, and you would be responsible for obtaining the wood for the stove in your room. But at least you didn't have to chop the wood because there was a college wood pile. Now, if you'd lived in the second dormitory that was built, did I mention there were several fires on campus? But you would actually be in the second dorm room, your furniture would have been furnished by the generous people of Commerce. And your dorm room would have electricity, state-of-the-art dorm room because of electricity, 25 cents a month. Perhaps today's dorm room really don't seem that primitive after all. When the citizens of Commerce, friends, and alumni have been instrumental in the success and the feel of family at our university since its founding. As we continue our tour of the campus, I believe Professor Mayo's heart would be touched with great pride and a sense of joyful sorrow as he gazed upon the beautiful bronze lioness and her cubs. The sculpture, known as the Teacher, is located in Rachel's Garden, across from where we entered the field house today. And it commemorates the memory of 2 A&M Commerce teacher education students. The funding was provided by family, the university family, alumni, and friends. As we walk about the campus, Professor Mayo's would truly experience lion pride as he stood before another beautiful bronze lion standing guard in front of the Sam Rayburn Center. The center was named after our alumnus, Sam Rayburn, a 1903 graduate, politician, and Speaker of the House for 17 years. The bronze lion is another gift provided by alumni and the undergraduate chapter of Gamma Epsilon chapter of Kappa Delta. Now, I trust Professor Mayo would quickly recognize the strong bond alumni have with their beloved university as he entered the Alumni Center and walked through the beautiful brick garden. 2 more projects provided by East Texas State University and Texas A&M University Commerce alumni. Professor Mayo would also see the exquisite Rose Garden and the stunning Heritage House, built after the 1927 legislature finally approved a grant of $15,000 to build that beautiful home. Today, President Keck and the First Lady have brought new life to the old president's home as they graciously and always welcome the university family, including students, alumni, friends, and guests, to visit. Having made a quick loop of the campus, we're now standing in the beautiful Mayo Graveside Park, across from the Honors College, the dorm of the Honors College, and built by alumni and friends. Texas A&M University Commerce is one of only a few universities to have its founding father buried on its grounds. It's interesting to note that President Mayo made a rather uncanny remark as he looked out his office window in the old main building. He stated he would like that site to be his final resting place. This sacred ground became President Mayo's final resting place on March the 17th, 1917, at the young age of 55. 55 may not sound young to some of you, but believe me, it will become younger every year. Without a doubt, Professor Mayo would recognize the principles he believed in 128 years ago are alive and well at A&M Commerce. When one walks our campus, it's easy to see ceaseless industry, fearless investigation, unfettered thought, and unselfish service to others in motion. Through the many gifts from alumni and friends, the state-of-the-art science building, the planetarium, music building, the equestrian center, and the nursing and health science building currently being built, just to name a few, along with programs, degrees, multiple campus locations and partnerships, international studies, campus diversity, and the newly proposed buildings, we honor the legacy of a 28-year-old man with a dream that is the reality continuing to be built upon throughout the hallowed grounds of East Texas Normal College. Learning a little of the legacy each of you will take with you as you receive your diploma, I hope you will accept the challenge of honoring the rich history you have inherited as an alumnus of A&M Commerce. President Mayo faced many challenges and setbacks, but he never gave up. He lived by his creed throughout his lifetime. Each of you, graduates, can do the same in your own unique way, making a difference and leaving this world a better place because you were here. In the words of Mary Oliver's poem, Summer Day, "Doesn't everything die at last or too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?" You are, you were, you will always be a proud A&M Commerce Lion. Congratulations and go Lions. Thank you.
Thank you, Jency, for reminding us of that unique root that we at this university have, that unique source of inspiration and of strength given to us and left to us by our founder. In a very real sense, we're all children and descendants of William Leonidas Mayo, and you've reminded us beautifully of that today. Please accept this gift as a token of our gratitude and to remind you of this beautiful morning, midday, in December of 2017.
This graduating class includes some students who merit special recognition. First, students graduating with academic distinction. The three levels of distinction are summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. The level of attainment is determined by the student's grade point average. The names of these students and the levels of distinction are noted appropriately in your commencement programs. Medallions noting the levels of distinction are worn today by these outstanding students. Would these graduates please stand so that we may recognize you at this time? Thank you. You may be seated. Congratulations to all of you. A&M Commerce is committed to serving our military and veteran students. We are fortunate to have a special group of students in this graduating class whom we would like to commend for their service to our country. Would our military and veteran graduating students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please note that these graduates are wearing red, white, and blue cords designating their service to our country. And we would ask that any active duty military and veterans in the audience and among our faculty and staff stand so that we may recognize you also. Thank you all for serving our country so nobly and so well. We're especially honored that so many family, friends, and special guests can be with us today to help us celebrate our pride in our graduates. Many of you I know will want a permanent record of this event, but for safety reasons and as a courtesy to those around you, we request that you refrain from leaving your seats to take pictures during the actual ceremony. A professional photographer is on hand here at the front and will photograph the conferring of each graduate's degree. I now ask that President Keck return to the podium for the conferral of degrees.
Dr. Brent Donham, Dean of the College of Science and Engineering, will present the candidates.
Will the candidates for degrees from the College of Science and Engineering please stand? President Keck, the candidates from the College of Science and Engineering have met all the requirements for graduation from Texas A&M University Commerce. Therefore, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Science and Engineering, I proudly recommend that the degrees now be conferred.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas, the Board of Regents, and the Chancellor of the Texas A&M University System, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree to which you are entitled with all its honors, rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Candidates, please proceed to the platform to receive your degree from President Keck.
And now, Dr. Randy Harp, the Director of the School of Agriculture, will present the candidates for degrees from that school.
At this time, will the candidates for the degrees in the School of Agriculture please stand? President Keck, these candidates for the degrees in the School of Agriculture have met all the requirements for graduation from Texas A&M University Commerce. Therefore, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Agriculture, I proudly recommend that the degrees now be conferred.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas, the Board of Regents, and the Chancellor of the Texas A&M University System, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree to which you are entitled with all the honors, rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto.
Candidates, you will please proceed to the platform to receive your degree from President Keck.
And please join me in congratulating our graduates from the School of Agriculture.
Aaron Anthony, cum laude.
Anita Marie Bailey, excuse me.
Leonardo Barajas Jr.
Miranda Lene Baldwin.
Sujit Barwal, cum laude.
Avery Barnes.
Stephen Baxter, cum laude.
Joel Enrique Benavides Alvarez.
Gabriela Jasmine Benavides Alvarez.
Jay Bata.
Kiana Blakemore.
McLean Allen Vobabit.
Danielle Brooke Chamberlain.
Emily Beth Casper, summa cum laude.
Tiffany Nicole Cross, cum laude.
Thomas William Clymer.
Joseph Trenton David Doak Jr., cum laude.
Billy K. Davis, cum laude.
Shahar Alicia, cum laude.
Guzman A. Dominguez, summa cum laude.
Caleb Ferris.
Matthew Brett Edwards.
Lindsay Nicole Files.
Kamari K. Foy.
Gary Lynn Fowler III.
Brandy Michelle Flanagan, magna cum laude.
Carissa Fredrickson, cum laude.
Tarsha A. Franklin.
Casey Gore.
Sarah Ann Goray.
Clayton B. Henry.
Alvin Lee Glover, Jr., summa cum laude.
Tyler Holsey.
Janet Adriana Guerrera, magna cum laude.
Shanna Jax, summa cum laude.
Dejanette Hicks, cum laude.
Arpan Candel, summa cum laude.
Cody Allen Ingram, cum laude.
Lacey Michelle Kitching.
Traven Dante Johnson.
Mallory Larimore.
William Lawson Kemp.
Stephanie Long.
Patricia W. Layson, summa cum laude.
Aaron Maris.
Lawana Yvette Lambert, summa cum laude.
Christopher Martin.
Eric Wayne Lovett, summa cum laude.
John McIntyre.
Cassie Lorraine Marsh, summa cum laude.
Lena Anna Mitchell.
Daniel Sebastian Martinez.
Gloria Nahara, cum laude.
Taylor Rashawn Mayfield.
Biplav Oja.
Patricia D. Moat.
Christine Padilla, summa cum laude.
Brian Lee Nichols, cum laude.
Kushal Patel.
Robert Onekachi Okoronagwa.
Bobby J. Perry, magna cum laude.
Judge Parajuli.
Michael James Radke, magna cum laude.
Ruby H. Pena.
Alexander Dale Ricketts, magna cum laude.
Joshua Davis Pettibon, magna cum laude.
Don Sawyer, summa cum laude.
Kranti Prasin.
Arun Sharma, summa cum laude.
Dorothy Jean Reynolds.
Emily Shinneberry, summa cum laude.
Rebecca M. Richardson, magna cum laude.
Sarah Wynn Simone.
Juan Pedro Romero, cum laude.
Alejandro Javier Solis.
Preston Taylor Ross.
Donovan Sprouls.
Aaron Craig Scott.
Paul Terrell.
Tyrone J. Sheehan.
Osvaldo Torres.
Ramsha Sohail.
Diane Wagner.
Sierra Shada Sowell, magna cum laude.
Jared Willoughby, magna cum laude.
Govanda Mondrian Taylor.
Ashley Nicole Woolbright, magna cum laude.
Jacob M. Thomas. Santos Taver Yanez, cum laude. Dejon Williams. Paige Nicole Winkley. Christy L. Worthy, summa cum laude.
And now for the School of Agriculture. Megan Patricia Coberly.
Colton R. Froneberger.
Arshante Marie Grice.
Casey D. Hall.
James Dustin Hall, cum laude.
Janice D. Harvey, cum laude.
Gary Hill, cum laude.
Michelle Lee Honeycutt.
Catherine Hunsucker.
Courtney Jannar Jackson, cum laude.
Emily Ann Montemayor.
Emily Morgan Mullins, summa cum laude.
Caleb John Rainey.
Courtney Sina Leanne Perry. Andrew Harris. Aaron Peter Smith.
Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, your families, your friends, everyone here today to be with you in this marvelous moment in your lives. Contrary to what you hear, life outside this university is no more daunting or complex than it has ever been. All writing, especially the ancient authors, record the same dizzying oppositions: cruelty and compassion, greed and liberality, hatred and love, foolishness and wisdom, pride and humility, justice and mercy. What is different, what is new, is a nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men and all women are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thomas Jefferson defined that nation and that hope. George Washington brought it to life. Abraham Lincoln preserved the dream. Harriet Tubman risked her life to free brothers and sisters. Rosa Parks and Cesar Chavez spoke for millions when they said, "Enough, si se puede." Eleanor Roosevelt joined Ideal in Action, and Martin Luther King Jr. led us to find a divine light in a broken world. This is our American story, and now it is given to you. As you go out from this place into this beautiful East Texas afternoon, you carry with you all the wisdom and strength and hope of Professor Mayo's college. And it is now your turn to lead, to live, and to love. May it be said of each of you, we are blessed that he is with us. We are better people because she passed this way. And now, please join me in recognizing our A&M Commerce Ceremonial Band who provided today's music. The brass ensemble accompany us in the singing of the Alma Mater as Ryan Seekins, a student majoring in music, will lead us. The words to the Alma Mater are printed on the back of the program and also inside the graduates' diploma covers. At the conclusion of the Alma Mater, we ask you to remain standing until the recessional is exited, and we ask all graduates and faculty to continue until you reach the doors. Thank you for joining us today.
Echo for a need.